Karem in Turkey writes to me. He says, this question might have been asked before, but here it goes. What would sound better? An above average system with stock cables all around, or a below average system with proper cables? Even though it said that cables should cost around 20% of the system, I say money should be spent evenly, even including room acoustics. What are your thoughts? You know, these questions are hard because they're so generalized. I have told stories so many times about great equipment, lousy cables, and the results just weren't great. But in all honesty, with everything that I know, it's more important to have above average equipment and lousy cables if that is your choice. Now, you know, it's part of the problem with these questions, aside from being so broad, is that they are often a false choice. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on cables to get good cables. There are plenty of great cables out there that don't cost a whole lot. You just have to poke around and be a little bit curious and listen and try it. I mean, I've heard cables that are in the low hundreds of dollars. Sometimes, you know, on the used market, find them for $50, for $100, worth the money. You don't necessarily have to pay all those thousands of dollars. You just don't. So I think it's kind of a false question in that I don't think you really need to be so black and white. It doesn't have to be this way. But in general, just to answer the question, equipment is really important. How it's designed. If you have, when you say subpar equipment, I mean, if we're talking a receiver that you go down to Best Buy and pick up compared to separates, oh my gosh, that's an easy one. Don't do it. I mean, seriously, don't do it, because you're going to be very unhappy. And that's a great example, because if you go down and buy a receiver, there are no cables, right? You got sources, maybe you got a decent cable hooking that up. You're just not going to be happy with that system. So go with separates, go with decent cables, buy them used if you have to. It all makes a difference. And I don't know, probably wasn't a great answer, but it's the best I got. You know what? It's Saturday morning, and here I am with you, and I'm doing what I can. All right. Take it easy. Bye.